Whoo, that looks perfect. What's up, fish heads? Welcome to another Fish Head live stream. Today we are making Boston butt on the grill, but we're also going to cook the fish that we caught earlier today. We got a big old jack. We've never cooked it before, so this is kind of an experimental recipe for us. Heard a couple decent things, heard a couple trash fish ideas, but you never know until you try, right? So we're going to go ahead and try this out. First thing we're going to do is put the Boston butt on there. It's got 8 hours of cook time at 275 on it. So all we have to do is take it off of the pan that it's over here, that it's sitting on, put it onto the top shelf of the grill, which has applewood smoke coming out of it beautifully. And we're going to just let that cook for like an hour with the applewood smoke. When we get closer to being finished with the Boston butt or the pork shoulder, we're going to go ahead and put the fish and everything, the fish and the shrimp and the seasoning and everything over here on the side of the grill. Stuart, welcome in. First in. But I'm going to go ahead and put the pork on first because that's going to take the longest. So we're going to get that started right now. Man, that smoke looks good. I'll move it off the direct heat a little bit. So I like to put a piece of foil directly under the smoke or over the smoke under the food. That way the smoke has to like roll over the food. And what I'm putting on there is this amazing looking Boston butt, aka pork shoulder. I'm going to do it fat side down for like 15 minutes, and then the rest of the time we'll do fat side up. Oh, that looks perfect. The top is just touching it, but that's okay. It'll be fine. We decided instead of doing like American style barbecue sauce and all that, we went ahead and did Jamaican jerk seasoning on it. So it's going to be an interesting pulled pork with jerk seasoning. Hey, Rhea. Appreciate you coming in. I'm just going to take this back inside real quick, get it out of the way, rinse my hands, and then I'll be right back. Travels and Gardening. Appreciate you joining us. We got amazing food tonight, guys. Some of it we caught today. Dylan and I went down to the coast. We caught some fish, some shrimp, but we're also making a delicious Boston butt on the grill. It's all going to tie together here within the next hour or so. And then we'll do a taste test. So hang around because you don't want to miss the end of this. It's going to be amazing. All right, I'm back. So on second thought, I think I want to spin that meat around so that it's not touching the top of the grill. It's kind of like a wedge shape almost. And I put the fat part facing up. I should have done it the other way. Probably won't make much of a difference. Yeah, appreciate you guys joining us. It's going to get better and better as we go here, guys. Should be amazing. Okay, now we have to make a move. That was the exact reason I was thinking I need to flip this around. But that's okay. It worked out just fine. And I got a little piece of taste. Tastes amazing so far. It's going to get way better though. I think we're good now. That was a bit scary. This is reality YouTube, guys. There's no editing when it comes to this kind of stuff. It really just happened. The whole meat, like when I lifted the lid, I guess it was tilted forward. As soon as I lifted the lid and the pressure came off, the whole meat just fell off the top shelf down onto the bottom shelf. Got a little extra sear, but that's fine. That's like the Griswold thing right there, Stuart. I almost said Lucas. Oh, guys, there's two hummingbirds fighting each other, like right over here. It's funny because one of them will go like by the feeder, and the other one will just like tap it with its beak. And sometimes they hit the beaks together, and you can hear like this clicking sound. Yep, that was awesome. That was definitely cool. I was like, man, I can't compete with this awesome bay in Alaska. And plus, I couldn't really hear too good. I'm gonna have to figure that part out. Lucas has been home like all day, hanging out with mom and Zach and the kittens. Oh, I'll show you guys the kittens in a little bit. Our cat yesterday had 6 kittens. One of them is a tuxedo. It's all black with the white face and the white chest. I think I'm gonna keep that one, and then we're gonna adopt out the other 5. Yeah, they're really cute. They're like this big. Their eyes aren't even open yet. They make this like squeaky meow sound. All right, we got the smoke going good now. Everything's gonna work out, I think, after that one tiny little disaster. It wasn't a disaster. Hey, Stuart, in Scotland, do they call the pork shoulder a Boston butt, or is that just an American thing? What, the jack or the kittens? No, we'll adopt them out. It's an America thing? Okay. America. Hey, Randall. Appreciate you joining us. We're cooking up some fish and some shrimp that Dylan and I caught. Here's Dylan. He caught all the shrimp. I caught none of the shrimp. A big 0. But he got a bunch of shrimp. They're tiny now that we see them. In the bucket, they looked a lot bigger, but they're like probably the small size. What you would say would be like the 30 to 40 count, maybe.
Wait, where are they?
They're still in the fridge. We're not ready for them just yet. We're doing the Boston butt first.
Should we do grilled shrimp?
No, we're going to do seared shrimp and seared jack. We're going to put some lemon, lime, garlic, and a few different kinds of seasoning on the jack because I'm kind of worried that jack tastes real fishy. It doesn't smell fishy, and I cut all of like the red meat out of it.
It smelled good raw.
It did smell good raw. It smelled kind of like raw tuna, but they're only like maybe 2.5, 3 inches long or wide, and like I don't know, 10 inches long, the fillets, because I had to cut all the belly meat and the bones and the red part out of it. The meat is still like a dark looking red meat, but you could tell there was a solid bloodline going through it.
I shared the live to Jackson.
Nice. Dylan shared out the live so his friends can watch it on replay. Yeah, share each other out. We don't get tons and tons of views on our live streams, guys, so if someone new does come in, hook them in. We got to hook them, reel them in, catch them, land them.
Why do all the monsters come out at night? Why do we sleep when we want to hide?
Oh no, wind and hail.
I don't mind if you ruin my life.
All right, Dylan's singing. It smells amazing already,
That
guys.
song is stuck in my head. Why is there grease on the porch?
Yeah, don't step in that.
I already did.
It's not grease, it's like rusty water. I had to move our other smoker grill, which usually just sits right here, because it blocks this grill. This is not our permanent deck, guys. This is our temporary deck. Hey, fishing girl, appreciate you coming in. Yep, Dylan is the brains and usually the fish catcher. Today he was the shrimp catcher. But yeah, I had to move the smoker grill over so that we could get to the regular propane grill and use the smoker box in it. But when I tilted it up and lifted it, there was some water in the smoker part, which is like nasty, rusty brown water, and it fell down onto the deck and Dylan just stepped on it. So I think he went back inside to like rinse his foot off or something. Not that he should worry about that, given all the crazy stuff that he steps on all the time. Oh, guys, this smells incredible. I'm going to turn the heat up just a tiny bit. Like 2 clicks. 2 clicks on each burner. This Char-Broil grill is minimum of 10 years old, probably 12 years old. Still going strong, but we are in the beginning phases of trying to contact some grill companies because we grill all the time and we want to get a new grill sponsor. The food is censored on YouTube. Pork or fish or both, or people get offended when you eat something that you catch. I know there's lots of different things that they could censor, but just cooking, I think we're in pretty good shape. I didn't show like dispatching the fish or filleting it or anything like that, which I have done in some of our other videos. All barbecue meat, really. Well, you guys are getting a special treat. Hopefully they're not censoring you, because there it is, Boston butt. I don't want to keep opening it too much because we want that heat and that smoke to just kind of like roll around over the meat and flavor it with the Jamaican jerk seasoning that's on there. Really, really good stuff. Oh, okay. I was like, I've seen millions of grilling videos. Yeah, I know you can't show like bleeding fish. You definitely can't show yourself like dispatching the fish. I've seen a lot of people filleting fish and they don't have issues with it, but you got to kind of be careful about that kind of stuff. Nope, but I do have a basting brush, which we're going to use. We're going to do a second layer. Once I flip it over here in like 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to flip it over, and then the fat side will be facing upward. I'm going to do a whole nother layer of Jamaican jerk seasoning, and I'll use the basting brush to put that on there. And it should be really good. The basting brushes we have are made out of like rubber, which is kind of weird to me. But I guess they have enough like rubber bristles that it catches the stuff. Or you can just like spoon some on there and then use the brush to kind of spread it around. I used to watch YouTube like 15 years ago, and it was totally different. Even up until like 4 years ago, it was totally different. But like 2020, everything kind of changed. Tons more people became YouTubers. It was wild. Now it's like you gotta struggle to get a couple hundred views. But hey, this is the world we live in. It's all good. But seriously, guys, I think I'm going to contact Charbroil. There's about 25 other grill companies I would love to use, but Charbroil is the one that I actually have used for like 15 years now. Their grills are solid. Never have to worry about it. I've never replaced a single part on this grill in like 10 or 12 years that I've owned it. I don't honestly remember when I bought this grill. That's how long I've had this one. But it still works just right. FSR is in the house. There you are. Appreciate you coming in. We caught a jack today. I think you were there and saw it. We're going to do the jack on the side burner with the shrimp. But right now we got the Boston butt just smoking and cooking in there, finishing it out because it's got like 8 hours of 275 in the oven cooked on it. I took it out of the oven and put it on the grill with some apple wood. And now we're just kind of smoking it and finishing it out. Yeah, it is a struggle bus for sure. You can put like the wrong lighting behind one of the words in your thumbnail, and then the algorithm doesn't catch it. It's so crazy. I have this trick that I've been using lately. I don't think it works, or I don't know if it works, but some of them got pretty decent views. But like whatever color shirt I'm wearing, I do some text like up here, and I put the same or a similar color to my shirt as the shadow behind the word that's right here. It's just something that I've been doing lately. To me, it looks kind of nice. I'm sure when people are scrolling through and they see like Mr. Beast's amazingly $1 million spent on it thumbnail, and then mine comes next to it, they're like, oh, this looks all fuzzy and dark. I'm not going to click on that one. Hamish. Yeah, charbroil's been around forever. It's kind of like the fishing stuff. Like when we start doing sponsor deals for fishing equipment, I'm not like huge on let me find the newest, craziest new thing and I'll be fishing with that thing. I'd rather fish with like the company that's been making soft plastic baits for like 35, 40 years. And I'm going to use a bait that's tried and true and everybody has already used it. And then I'll catch a giant bass on it or something. I'm more of like that. Hamish? I don't know what you're talking about. Hamish? All right. Sounds good, FSR. I generally don't link my full name to my YouTube channel either. couple people know it like from mailing stuff and things like that, but I'm just Ray with Fish Head. But my career has nothing to do with fishing or cooking. Totally different. I would say maybe like half of the people that I actually work with know that I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of weirdos online. I've watched Braveheart and now I can't think of what you're talking about. Hamish? Or it's the accent that I'm not getting. Yeah, we're not too worried out here. We can't see or hear any human beings from where we live, guys. I could spin the phone around all the way around our property and you won't see a road, a car, a house, a light through the trees. We live out here and we love it. You guys hear that sound? That's nature. All you can hear. I do hear like a jet maybe way off in the distance up there. But everything else, just nature. It is pretty, but it's super hot. So the jack, I'm thinking because we had Andrienne in earlier and she was a competitive cooking or a competitive chef. She said drown it with lemon, lime, garlic. I'll put some garlic, uh, salt and pepper, and some other like maybe butter or something in the pan. And then we're just going to sear it on both sides until it's done. And I'm going to do the shrimp the same way in the pan at the same time, just to kind of make it easier for myself. We'll do that right over here on the side burner, which after 12 years still works just like it should. But we're going to wait a little bit longer. We got probably 45 more minutes on the meat. So in about a half hour, I'll do the fish and the shellfish. Dylan and I had this conversation on the drive back home. He was like, shrimp are not shellfish because they don't actually have a shell. They have an exoskeleton. And I was like, dude, everything that has a hard outer body from the ocean, they just call it a shellfish. It doesn't have to be a clam or an oyster or a scallop or something like that for it to be called a shellfish. We had this long conversation on the way home. We should have went live for that because it was hilarious. But yes, fish and shellfish in the same pan, the basically the same recipe. But that meat is totally different. We were gonna do like pulled pork with barbecue and all that, but we actually have a whole tub of Jamaican jerk seasoning that we haven't tried out yet. So Mama Fish Head inside, she's making like mashed potatoes and vegetables and stuff to go with the dinner. She's doing that on the oven inside. But she pulled the Jamaican jerk seasoning out, coated the whole butt with that, and I put it on the grill. When we flip it over here in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna rub more jerk seasoning on it. It probably won't like penetrate and get all the way through the meat and be just traditional Jamaican pork, but it's gonna add that little bit of extra flavor, which should be pretty cool. And then we won't put barbecue sauce on it. We'll just eat it with the seasoning. But I'm super pumped to try this. It smells amazing. I know you guys can't smell it, but the smell that is just coming off of this thing, 10 out of 10. Like 10 plus out of 10. Amazingness. I think I'm going to go get the Jamaican jerk seasoning and the basting brush and some tongs because it's getting real close to being time to flip it over. And that way I'll be all set up here in a few minutes when it's time to do that. right, guys, I'm back. So we got, what I did was I grabbed 2 tongs, the basting brush, and the Jamaican jerk seasoning, which smells incredible coming off the grill here. What I want to do is flip that meat over carefully without dropping it, which I've already done one time. I'm going to flip it over. Actually, I'm going to baste it on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to baste the whole thing over again. So it has like 2 layers of Jamaican jerk seasoning. This stuff smells incredible. There's tons of different ingredients in this thing. Tons of different ingredients in jerk seasoning. It's like a mix mash of tons of ingredients, and it's really good. I've had jerk chicken many times. I've had jerk pork many times. I've never had jerk Boston butt, though. Kind of curious to see how that turns out. Since we're doing like an experimental video anyways. Hey, Josh. Hey, John. My chat was off. Sorry, I missed it. Appreciate all you guys for joining us. We got some really good stuff coming in here. Boston butt. I'm cooking up a Jack Crevalle. I know most people don't do that, but I filleted it out. I took only the straight meat out of the fillets. We got no bloodlines or bones or anything in there. And then we got some little shrimp that Dylan caught, probably like a dozen of them. We had more, but I think what we did is we kept reaching in the bucket to use them for bait. And I think we grabbed like all the bigger ones. And so we were left over with like a whole bunch of these little like small size shrimp. But they'll still be good. Yep, sea bass jack. Which smells really good. Like, I held the fillets up to my nose after I filleted them out. Smells kind of like sushi grade tuna. So I'm not too worried about eating it. It doesn't smell crazy fishy. Like, I thought it was going to smell like oily and fishy. People around here just don't eat Jack Crevalles. I actually used to have a t-shirt that had a picture of it was a catfish, a saltwater catfish. It was a gaff top sail cat, a pinfish, and a Jack Crevalle, and it said trash can slam on the top of it. I've never eaten a pinfish. I've never eaten a gaff top sail cat, and I've never eaten a Jack Crevalle. But now we're about to do it. So we're going to find out if that trash fish is delicious. Hamish. 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 I'm trying to think of how you would say it with your Scottish accent, but I can't do it. You love it. All right. This is going to be good then. I'm excited. Everyone around here catches jacks and they just cut them up for chunk bait. Hamish. Hamish. Hamish would have 2 M's. Hamish kind of sounds like a Middle Eastern type of name. Hamish sounds like a name you would name your pig. We're going to slaughter Hamish today. We have no pigs, guys. No pigs were harmed in the making of this video, but one was harmed before it. I keep saying things twice. I don't know which one you're talking about. Okay, it's time to flip this. Yeah, Josh, appreciate you coming in. Oh, there's Jerry. Jerry, we are almost getting ready to put the fish and the shrimp on. But first, we got to do this Boston butt, which I'm smoking after about 8 hours of cooking in the oven. But I'm letting it like smoke right now with some apple wood. Got a little simple smoker going on in there. That's just apple wood down there in the bottom, and the pork is dripping down into it. And so that like creates a lot more smoke, and it's just flavoring that meat. He's probably inside playing video games, but he'll be out here in a minute. He's like an outdoors kid when he's outdoors, but he's a video game kid when he's in the house. Trying to work on that a little bit. But yeah, this is ready to baste, and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to baste the other side too, and then probably about another, I don't know, half hour maybe. That's ready. And then halfway through that, I will put the fish and the shrimp on. Shrimp only takes like a minute to cook when you're sauteing it like that. And the fish probably take like 4 minutes maybe max. But instead of doing American style, guys, we went ahead and just did Jamaican jerk seasoning all over the butt. I'm going to double down on the Jamaican jerk seasoning because this is an experimental video to begin with. So we try to do the butt experimental too. Never had a Jamaican jerk butt before. Kind of pumped about it. If it tastes nearly as good as it smells, I think we're in good shape. I bet if like Jerry from Jamaican Shore Fishing came in here and saw me doing this, he'd be like, "Oh man, what are you doing with that jerk seasoning?" But American food is all cooked American style, so if you want something else like Asian food, you got to flavor it with Asian seasoning, or Jamaican food, you got to flavor it with Jamaican seasoning. I don't know of any Scottish seasoning, but there's definitely like Indian food, Chinese food, Jamaican food, African food, Mexican food. They all have their seasonings, but we're still cooking the same food. We just have to put those seasonings in there. So tonight we're doing Jamaican jerk pork butt. Stuart says they don't call it Boston butt over there across the pond. All right. Sometimes you wish you had a second person to help out. This is one of those times. It's kind of stuck to the foil, guys. Just in one little spot. Okay, we got it. I think the seasoning is what made it stick to the foil. Generally don't have stuff stick to the foil. Ever. Alright, we're free. Okay, that looks perfect. Now we're just going to add more jerk seasoning to that. Use like 2/3 of this bottle already. No, it's not spicy. All right, my chat is back on. Yeah, we can't do Gill Lake tonight. Got a little bit late on us. We still have to do a couple other chores around the house. Ooh, blue cheese. Yeah, Jerry, this grill, like 10 to 12 years old. I can't remember exactly when I bought it, but this thing is a champion. We need to have a full-on conversation. What, I should spray the aluminum foil before I put the food on it? I'm just loading it up, guys. No shortage of seasoning on this. It's like when you do a prime rib with like sauce and you just coat the whole thing. And it gets this crust over the top of it. All right, we got the jerk seasoning crust over the top of it. Shouldn't be too much longer on that. So I'm gonna go grab everything we need, which I already have set up in the kitchen. We'll fire up the side burner. I might try to move the camera over this way a little bit so you guys can see that better. But we're gonna do the fish and the shrimp over here on the side burner. So give me like a minute and a half and I'll go grab everything we need. I'm back. Got the necessary ingredients. Show you guys what we're working with here. We have multiple ingredients. And we're cheating a little bit. I'm going to use pre-minced garlic. Someone commented in one of our videos like, who uses pre-minced garlic? It's super easy. It's already minced up. Just take some out, throw it in there. It saves you like 20 minutes every time. We got the shrimp. We got the fish. We're going to salt and pepper everything. We're going to do lime juice and lemon juice. And that's going to make the most amazing fish recipe that we can make on the grill here. We could probably fry this up, but that's just so much more work. I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure I'm missing all the chat, guys. But yeah, this is going to be pretty sweet. Let me try to catch up here. We got a few minutes. Yep, no crabs, Jerry. We did not catch a single crab. At the end of the video, we did the we pulled all the traps and there was nothing. America's flavor is ranch. Blue cheese. Oh, I already saw this. Where am I at here? That is not a toilet brush. That is a basting brush. I told you guys we have these cheap rubber basting brushes. They're actually not that cheap. They cost like 15 bucks. But they're made out of Teflon and silicone. So they're flexible, but they don't burn. You could like stick this in a fire and pull it back out 30 seconds later and it'll still look just like this. That's the cool thing about the Teflon that they use for those things. Super heat resistant. You don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, so you usually crust the Jack Crevalle. I'm a little nervous because I was thinking of doing like a battered, fried, crusted one. But I know how much longer that's going to take and all the extra prep, and I'll have to have a separate burner and all that stuff to just try it out. So maybe next time, if this one's like pretty good, I'll try it again for sure. And we'll do some fried Jack sandwiches or something. No, that is not the toilet brush. If you really want to see the toilet brush, I'll go get one for you. It's got a big head on it like this. He does come around only if we leave a trash bag on our front porch. Like if I'm too lazy to take it down to the trash cans and I stick it out on the front porch, I'm like, oh, I'll take it out in the morning. He'll come overnight and get it. But lately we haven't been doing that as much because I'm like, I'm sick of cleaning up the tore up trash bag in the front porch every day. So I haven't seen him in like a few weeks, probably, maybe a month and a half. But he's still around. If I put an empty trash, or if I put a full trash bag out on the front porch, he'll come and get it for sure. It would be cool to set up like a trail cam and just video that guy, what he does. How he like tears the bag open, how he pulls all the chicken bones out and everything. I've seen it to where like I come out the next day and it's just like spread out over like 10-foot area. Ridiculous. The wind is actually slightly blowing this way too, so I'm getting all of that delicious smell coming right to me. Oh, that looks perfect, guys. It's there, I think. It's time to start making the seafood. Look at that. That is a Boston butt with 10 hours, well, no, about 9 hours of cook time on it. I just finished it off with the smoke and the grill. The opossums do have to eat too. Let me see if I can get a better angle now on the side burner here. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just turn this down a bit. There we go. I'll probably be standing in front of it the whole time. I can kind of work like this. You guys can see most of it. Maybe move just a bit further over this way. Yeah, that's gonna work. This is actually kind of like my normal angle that I'm usually at over on this side. All right, so we're putting this guy low heat, closing it up. I'm gonna get that one started. We'll get the pan ready for the fish and the shrimp. Guys, these shrimp are tiny. I hate to say it. We used all the good shrimp for bait. So all we have left are like these small size ones. It'll still be good though. Something to try out. Some of them didn't quite survive the trip either. I had to kind of like pick through them when we got home, and I was like, I don't think I really want to try that one. All right, fishing girl, appreciate you joining us. We'll see you again soon. All right, closing this up, starting the fish and the shrimp. I get sidetracked talking about stuff and then forget what I was doing. Oh, I brought the lighter back inside. The one thing that failed about this grill is the igniter system. So I have to manually light everything with a lighter. And I took it back in the kitchen after I lit the main part of the grill. So give me like 15 seconds. I'll be right back. So I went inside. The boys are not playing video games. They're watching someone else play video games on YouTube. If you guys have heard of this guy called Unspeakable, he has like 17 million subscribers on his main channel, like 12 million on his second channel, like 9 million on his third channel, like 24 million followers on Instagram. This dude's crazy. Lucas actually has Unspeakable shirts and hats and stuff that he's ordered from the merch store. They're so tiny. I'm not gonna bother cleaning them, FSR. I'm just gonna eat the whole shrimp and see what happens. Yep, Dylan does catch all the fish. He definitely does. At least bluegill. Freshwater fish lately, Dylan's got me whooped. But today I got him on the saltwater fish. I think we'll put that on like number 3 for the heat, maybe even 2. That kind of looks like a lot of fire. We're just using this regular flat pan, so put that on there. We'll let that come up to heat. I'll put the oil in it. Just gonna use some regular old basic canola oil from Walmart. Hey Stuart, whenever you see anybody, you probably know this, but if you don't, whenever you see anybody using something and it says this great value on it, that's Walmart. The Walmart brand, America stuff. We don't need a lot, just enough to spread around the bottom of it. I kind of just like Walmart because they have so many different things. I can always buy fish and stuff there usually. Well, always. Not always exactly what I went to get. But it's a versatile store for sure. You can definitely survive off only going to Walmart. I don't have a favorite crab spot yet, Jerry. Just like 12 months ago is when we started to get into crab fishing. I know I've told a bunch of people this before, but like up until last year when we started this YouTube channel, all I ever did was bass fish. Like I did not try bluegill, catfish, carp, saltwater. Like I never did any kind of fishing other than just going for bass. That was it. So I'm like, since we did the YouTube channel and my kids enjoy like all different kinds of fishing now, we just keep trying more and more and more different things. So it's kind of like an exploration all the time. The best place that we've gone for crabs so far in the like 5 times we've done it has been St. Mark's. We got like 15 crabs at St. Mark's one day. Came home and did a nice crab boil. I guess that would be my favorite spot, but I still have a lot of other places I want to try, including like up north and stuff, or like South Carolina or Maryland, where it's like the crab central. You know about blue crab. And I'm not like one of the people that just eats the claws and throws the rest of the crab away. I like taking the carapace off, eating everything out of the inside, getting all the knuckle pieces out. I just love it. Same with crawfish. Everyone just like takes the tail off and eats the meat out of it. And I'm like, you just wasted like half of it. Yeah, it'll take me twice as long to eat a crawfish, a crab, a lobster as everybody else because I want to make sure I'm getting like all the good stuff out of it. Maine lobster, oh man, I can eat that for like an hour because I'm like picking every little piece out. I know I'm missing comments, guys. I'm trying to keep up with chat, but I'm doing a bunch of stuff here on the side. And it disappears. If only it would just stay up there, then I could easily keep up with it. But for some reason, YouTube's like, we're only going to show it for about 4 seconds and then it's going to go clear again. If there was a way to turn that off, I would definitely do it. So the chat was always on there. Stuart, if I'm an idiot and I don't know how to leave my chat up on screen, tell me, please. Because doing live streams, I'm always like, well, I missed what you just said. Let me go back. All right, that oil is pretty hot. So I'm going to put the garlic. Oh, man. I'm almost tempted. No, I'm not going to do any jerk seasoning on this. I got no utensils other than this. So I'm going to try to grab some. Yeah, that works. Oh, it's not that hot yet. That was probably loud. Wait a minute. Fire went out. All right. We're going to have to relight the fire. That was weird. Okay, so it got warmed up, but it didn't get hot. So we got to give it like another minute for that garlic to start going. Yeah, I wish there was a setting for that. I miss like 50% of the comments, I'm sure, guys. Whenever I watch live streams and nobody sees my comment, I'm like, oh yeah, they missed it. It's all right. No big deal. I did not bring a knife out here, so I can't cut this in half. So once again, I have to run into the kitchen and get a knife. That is starting to heat up pretty nicely, so I got to turn the heat down so it doesn't burn before I get back. All right, I got it cut in half. Amazing. I rolled it out and I cut it in half and it was like just leaking out. This is a super, super juicy lemon. Oh yeah, that's looking great. All right, I think it's time to throw the fish. The shrimp are only gonna take like a minute. So I'm gonna put the fish on first, season them real quick, flip them over, season them again, and then I will put the shrimp on. Likes certainly help. I know I have this theory that if you hit a certain threshold of likes, like say you do 20 likes, your views will go up like 10%. If you go to 50 likes, then it's like a big jump, like 50%. If you get 100 likes, then it's like, okay, we're going to show it to everybody on YouTube. I think there's thresholds that the algorithm has programmed into it, and they're like, okay, if you can get this many likes, we'll reward you with it. Yeah. Lemon juice is an amazing thing. It works for so many different recipes. You can also like clean your car with it if you want. It's like semi-caustic, so you can like put it on metal and rub it and it'll come perfectly clean. Pretty crazy stuff and delicious. Okay, this garlic is ready. So let's go ahead and throw these on. Check out these fillets, guys. The fillets are sort of dark meat. It looks almost like chicken or something, and it feels pretty dense and heavy. I had to cut a lot off of it. Like some of it still has just a bit of the bloodline in there, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to pretend that there's no bloodline in here at all. We'll put the white side down for a minute. I'll season everything up and then I'll flip them back over. It does look like catfish bait, Jerry. The more I've like thought about this, the less I want to eat it, but we have to do it. All right, seasoning time. Salt, pepper, lemon, lime. See, frying stuff is kind of like cheating because it covers the flavor of everything. So you can like fry anything and it tastes okay. But if you really want to find out what something tastes like, you got to cook it straight without battering it and frying it. Caustic is alkaline. These are acidic? Okay. Yeah, I get that. All right. We got half a...
Oh, it just said you're live.
What?
It just said you're live.
I'm live. Live.
Aw.
What happened? Did we lose reception for a second? Yeah, I won't write it off after this. I will not.
Dad, wanna see a magic trick? You ready for this?
I guess caustic. Ooh, another hummingbird.
Wanna see this?
Caustic is more of like a melt metal kind of
A
thing.
magic trick, you ready?
Dude,
Right.
what are you doing? Show them what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a magic trick. It didn't break. Magic. It didn't break.
That's not magic. Oh my god.
It's not breaking.
All right, dude, go back
will
inside.
Aha.
Go watch more Unspeakable. It'll melt your brain more.
I don't like that food.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Starting to look good, guys.
Smelling good.
I think we have enough seasoning on it to where even if it's like super fishy and gamey and all that, it'll disguise it. But that is what breading something in like beer batter and then frying it in oil and all that. You could fry your shoe and it would still taste pretty good. Yeah, he has a brain. That was kind of dumb though. No worries. He's a kid. I got this thing turned all the way down on low too. I just got another one of these text messages. They text me like 3 times a day. Hey, we noticed that you have a unused piece of land in Leon County, Florida. We'd like to give you a cash offer for your property. Happens to me like almost every day. Like, no, I live here. It's not unused. Quit texting me. A couple times I've been like, yeah, $5 million. It's yours. Easy, quick and easy. 5 million cash. Take it. All right, I'm flipping them. I was thinking they were going to look a little more blackened when I flipped them. All right, so lime, lemon, salt, pepper. Lime and lemon can hide some flavors too, guys. But this recipe is totally experimental. So whatever happens here stays here. Don't tell anybody what you've seen. Some professional chef YouTube channel will be like, what are you guys doing over there? Hey Ted, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you joining us. We're cooking up that jack that we caught earlier. Experimental recipe. Not really sure how it's going to come out. That's why I was saying someone that knows how to cook better than I do. Like, I can cook pretty good. I make dinner all the time. But when it's like something experimental and I've never tried this kind of fish before, I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Gordon Ramsay would be like, what are you doing? All right, it's time to put the shrimp on. We got little tiny shrimp. We caught the jack. We caught the shrimp. So it's time to throw the shrimp in there with it because they only take like a minute. Actually, maybe I'll wait like 30 more seconds. Make sure that fish is totally cooked all the way through. Oh, and Ted, you don't even know about the best part. Boston butt. Boston butt. So it's an experimental recipe with a experimental Boston butt recipe. What we did was we just coated the entire Boston butt with Jamaican jerk seasoning. Should be amazing. It smells incredible. If it tastes like it smells, we're in great shape. I can cook a little bit. My wife is inside cooking the sides. She's making like mashed potatoes and veggies and stuff to go with what we're making out here. But for a live stream, it's way cooler to look at the grill than the top of the stove. I feel like. Unless me and Dylan can both go live at the same time. He could be over there showing you guys what we're doing on the stove. I could be over here showing you guys what we're doing on the grill. You could see the whole thing and everybody's commenting together. That's why we're trying to work towards that. So if you're not subscribed to Dylan's channel, Bass Face Fishing, do it. I am going to butcher your name. Hello, Orjay, Orjis, Orjay. Appreciate you joining us. We're making some food here. All right, it's time now. The fish will be done in 30 seconds. Shrimp are going to take like a minute. I'm putting this on. All we need for the shrimp is a little bit of salt, pepper, and lemon juice. All right, lemon juice down. Salt down. Pepper down. We're good. That is not going to take more than like a minute. You know what's awesome about living out in the woods? You can just like take this thing and launch it as far as you feel like throwing it, which is what I'm going to do right now. See if I can reach those woods over there. I'll throw it in between the house and the shed there so you can see if I make it. Oh, easy. I don't think it even came into the screen, guys. All right, we're going to do this one more time because I literally launched that thing like treetop height over here. All right, watch this with a half a lemon. Bam, I hit the tree. Oh, we were just a tiny bit higher. There we go. Yeah, something will eat it. If not, the ants will eat it. Or it'll track something and then something will come and eat that. Oh, it's looking real good. Just a few more seconds and then all the protein is done. We'll go back inside. We'll go back inside and then we'll mix everything together with the mashed potatoes. Whatever Mama Fishhead's making in there. She was making a pie. I think she was making actually a chocolate cheesecake. Chocolate cheesecake. So this is going to be an epic feast. One thing I did not think about, and I'm about to call in for it. I got nothing to take this off of the, nothing to take anything off of the grill with. I need like a pan or something. Jamaican Sure Fishing. What's up, Jerry? Hey, Jerry. Check this out. Jamaican jerk seasoned pork butt. Look at that, dude. I coated the thing twice with jerk seasoning. I was kind of hoping you'd come in so I could show you that. Yes, it's going to be unbelievable. I double coated it with jerk seasoning. It's got like 9 hours of cook on it now. It's got that nice crispy crust on the outside. And it smells. You can't even describe how good it smells. Okay, that's done. So other than that amazing thing that's in there, we got the jack fillets and we got the shrimp that we caught. We used more shrimp for bait than I thought, or Dylan did anyways. So we only got like maybe a dozen small shrimp, the 2 fillets, but the Boston butt's gonna totally make up for it. But I gotta go get a plate or a tray or something so we can get everything inside, and then we'll do a taste test. This taste test I've been looking forward to for a couple hours now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be unbelievably good. Give me 1 minute, guys. I got to move it. Yes. Yes. Good call. I'll just put it over there on the cold side. I'll move the little cover thing over here. And then I'll forget about that. And then next time it gets windy, that'll like fly over somewhere. But I'll be right back. I need something to put. All right, guys, something that never happens. I am like 5 minutes ahead of schedule. Mama Fish Head, the sides and the fixins to go with this meal, they're like 5 minutes from being done. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this one back on here so it stays warm. And we'll just give it like 5 more minutes. Not that anything's getting cold here. It's still like 95 degrees. And you can't really, I mean, you could if you went like way, way too long. You can't really overcook a pork butt. You cook it for like 4 days, it'll be shot. But this one's going to be great. So 5 more minutes and then we'll pull this stuff. We'll do the whole taste test. She's doing stuffing, mashed potatoes. We probably won't be able to taste the chocolate cheesecake because it's not quite ready. It has to be in the refrigerator for like 2 hours or something. But that's okay. That's not really part of the dinner anyway. That's just our delicious dessert. Raccoons. Yep, here they come. Yeah. Oh, Jerry, that is a great idea, but we have pretty much exhausted our cooking abilities right now. This is probably going to be good. I think it's going to be great. At least good enough for a live stream taste test. Heck yeah, we did not get skunked today, and it was a good fight. Those things fight like a champ. We did the pork in the oven, Jerry, at 225 for 8 hours. It wasn't even brown yet. It was like slightly cooked looking, but you could tell it was pretty much done being cooked. And then I put it out here and we double coated it with the jerk seasoning, and now it's got that nice black crust around the edges. We're either going to just cut into it and it's going to be super tender, or it's just going to fall apart. trough. I don't know what trough is. Something to put on the fish. Trough would be best. Don't know what trough is, man. Yeah, Jerry, it's going to be good. It smells amazing. I'm surprised that I got done with this before Mama Fishhead got done with the sides, honestly. But she's taking care of the baby and everything, so she probably had to like do a little stop, do a little stop. Where I just kind of like went full on with the seafood and the pork. But man, this smells incredible. Oh. There's a possibility. If it tastes as good as it smells, this might be better than like just regular barbecue pulled pork. Oh, you boil it first? Nice. Oh, a trough. Yes. That's not spelled Troff. That's like trough. Trouph. Trough. Trouph, I think. Yeah, farm animals. Yeah, there you go. GH, not PH. I was like, trough is like some exotic oil based, saffron infused, delicious thing that we're going to put on our fish. Yeah, we could just throw that in the trough, let the pigs eat it. Yeah, I got it. It took me a minute to figure that out. I should have figured it out because trough, same word. I just didn't quite get there, guys. It's been a long day in the sun. The sun is destroying me right now. 4 days in a row going live, too. It's like, might as well just put up some cameras around the house and just go live 24/7. Be like, what was that family that did that 15 years ago, back when YouTube was pretty early? I can't think of the name of them, but they did their whole life live. They made it like 2 years, and then like the kids were all having emotional problems and stuff, and they had to quit, and they totally gave up YouTube altogether. Like they have not posted a single thing ever since. Yeah, that was good. Good time, Stuart. Super funny. Ooh.
Dylan's on his way.
The sides are ready, guys. She brought one out.
Dylan's on his
All right, we got stuffing and mashed potatoes with gravy.
mushroom gravy. He's on his way out.
Mushroom gravy.
He wants to try it with you.
All right, Dylan's going to try it with us. So, we weren't quite prepared for that to happen either. She's just surprising us left and right here, guys. So what I'm going to do is turn off the grill. No more flame. We're going to have to get a piece of meat off of the butt. Put it on the plate. We'll get a piece of fish off the pan, put it on the plate. A couple of shrimp, put them on the plate. And then we'll do the taste test. All right, here, can you hold these forks? Show everybody what your hair looks like after you take a shower. Look at this, guys. His hair is so long, it comes like all the way over to here now. Crazy. All right, we got Jack Crevalle shrimp.
That's good.
These are like baby shrimp now, guys. They're so small. And then we're going to just get a chunk of this butt off of here.
I don't want that.
Oh, it just falls right apart. It's super tender.
Oh.
You can just grab pieces of it off. You can just grab chunks of it off. It's definitely pulled pork status. But we're going to taste all these things real quick for you guys. I know it's not as good as trying it yourself. Let me turn the camera a little bit so you can see everything. All right. Get that old beer can out of
So
there.
that's yours.
That lid out of the way. All right, so we got mushroom gravy with mashed potatoes, Jamaican jerk pulled pork, Jack Crevalle, Ocklawackney Bay shrimp, and just some like box stuffing. What do you think? Let's try the fish first.
It's your plate.
No, we're both going to try the same plate.
But then you get less.
No, there's the same thing, equal.
But I'm biting on that one.
Just take a bite and try it.
This is yours, though.
It doesn't matter. All right, Jack Crevalle, first bite.
You can't get a piece.
There you go. Cheers. Boom.
Mmm. Whoa.
Wow. Okay. That's way better than I thought it was going to be, guys. Holy cow. The lemon and lime.
I like it better than whiting.
The lemon and lime did it. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
I like it.
That's incredible, guys. It's very dense. It's like a hard meat, but it's white.
I like it more than whiting.
Yes, this is good. So everybody's using these for bait when they should be eating them.
I like it more than whiting, Dad.
He likes it more than whiting.
It's so good.
I can make a sandwich with this or whiting, and it's probably just as good. All right, one more bite of that, and then we got to try this pork.
I want to try the shrimp. My shrimp that I caught.
All right, we'll do the shrimp next. Dylan wants shrimp next.
Grab that.
They're so tiny. It's going to be hard to peel them.
No, it's easier. You just pull it right out.
It's not like a crawfish. Split the shell in half. Not even really worry about if I eat some of the shell. The shell is so soft you don't even have to peel them. Oh, that is good.
You ate the whole shell?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. The shrimp are amazing, but probably because we cooked them in the same pan with the crevalle or the jack. Really good. So far, 2 for 2, guys. But what I've been smelling and dying to try, get out of here, shrimp head, is this Jamaican seasoned pulled pork. Cheers.
That's good.
We probably didn't go as hard jerk seasoning as we could have, but it's really, really good.
This is way better than both the other things. The jack.
That's impressive, guys.
The jack is still way better.
The jack is amazing. We're totally surprised about the jack, but the Jamaican pulled pork is really, really good. We should have used a little bit more jerk seasoning. Jerry, how much of this jerk seasoning are we supposed to use? Because it's amazing. Just not quite strong enough. Still going to eat that whole thing. All right, the last thing we have to try is mushroom gravy. Mama Fish Head made mushroom gravy out of it. All right, FSR, appreciate you coming in. We'll be back soon. He told us so. Yes, you did. All right, mushroom gravy, guys. You ever try mushroom gravy? It's got mushroom in the gravy. Yeah, we will definitely add more next time. I do definitely like it on the butt.
That's really good.
Yeah, the mushroom gravy is great.
It's like a little bit smoky, but then it's overpowered with mushroom and gravy taste. It's really good.
Wow, that's really good.
I need a plate.
So, we already know box stuffing's all right.
No plate.
We don't need to do a taste test on that. But man,
I need a plate.
we're going to bring all the food inside and eat dinner like a normal person. Jerry, we've only tried bluegill over the campfire, and I don't like bluegill that much over the campfire. I know fried, it's really good. We'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Definitely, we're in the middle of summer right now, which is just brutal here. We're definitely not camping. We're not having campfires. We're not trying anything other than like something different on the grill. But we did have a fun fishing day today. And we'll be doing lots of that until the fall hits. When the fall hits, that's when we start doing like our camp catch and cooks, you know, different experimental fishing stuff, recipes, campfire cookouts. What I really want to try to do is cook a pig over the fire or in the ground under a fire. We got some different stuff to work with. Yeah, I should have listened to everybody immediately saying that a jack was a good fish to eat. But honestly, guys, everyone around here just uses jack for bait. Like they'll catch a jack like we got, and they'll just chunk it up and use it for cut bait. Hey, from now on, I'm just telling everybody, nah, don't cut that thing up. I'll take it home, put it in the cooler. But yes, thank you all. Thank you guys for joining us. Awesome meal. We've had an awesome day. Hope you've enjoyed our 4-day live stream, 4-day consecutive live stream action that we've been doing, including 2 today. We will be back probably not tomorrow because it's Monday. Mondays are like the worst for me at work. But probably Wednesday or Thursday, we will be back again, guys. So join us then. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We'll see you in the next one.